I have no fucking clue. And you know we're not gonna get sheet, so.
He's at the computer right now, so I think he might.
No.
We welcome you back to Manasquan High School for the final night of Week 3 of the Jersey Shore Basketball League. It's a doubleheader tonight, as always. And first up, we got County Line Auto Body taking on the WCT Warriors. County Line Auto Body with a big 26-point win over OIB Ortho last night. They're the league's only undefeated team remaining at 3-0, looking to make it 4-0 tonight as they win the tip-off. And we'll start out first on offense as Leon Daniels rises up for a three. That's short. Jacob Morales for WCT hauls in the rebound. Here's Ryan Savoy in the front court. Nobody picks him up. He'll rise up from three, and that one's short as well. Morales with two quick early rebounds. Scott Jamesi can't get one to fall on the putback post hook. It's picked up by Leon Daniels. Daniels, Ahmad Biggins out there, as well as Josh Treadwell, Ja'Kai Simmons, and Marcus Kennedy. Here's Kennedy with the ball now. He'll step back and take a long two. That one around the rim and out. Rebound tapped out by Biggins into the hands of Treadwell. Complete team effort for County Line Auto Body last time out as Treadwell will rise from three, and he knocks it down. He makes those contested shots look so easy as County Line Auto Body strikes first. The other way for WCT, a three by Jacob Morales won't go. Another offensive rebound for Ryan Savoy. Jamesi, top of the key three, steps into it. That's too strong as Quinn Peters successfully saves it to Savoy. Here's Morales. Middle of the lane two-pointer is good. WCT, only with 5 guys available tonight, is on the board. The 5 out there, Quinn Peters, Ryan Savoy, Scott Jamesi, Jacob Morales, and DeAndre Harris. Here's Kennedy in the lane, guarded by Jamesi. Hands off to Treadwell. Into the lane. Here is Daniels, off a fake, behind the back pass, a little too far out for Treadwell, and Morales picks it up. The strong three-point shooter can't get that one to fall as Ja'Kai Simmons hauls in the board. Simmons turning on the Jets, settles into the half court. Here's Treadwell once again. 3 off the bench available for County Line, none for WCT. Treadwell picks up his dribble, finds Kennedy down low, and finishes through contact. Marcus Kennedy, the former Villanova Wildcat and SMU Mustang. He was the player of the game last night. And a 5-2 lead for County Line Auto Body. Here is Savoy in the lane with a nice step-through floater. Savoy can really do a lot with his athleticism getting into the lane, and he cuts the lead to 1. Here's Ahmad Biggins, top of the key. Guarded by Harris. Now Kennedy working on Jamesi, gets his pocket picked, and a good defensive stand by WCT. Jamesi with the good hands. Here he comes across the timeline. Gives to Harris. Jamesi gets it back. He's a good three-point shooter. He fakes, drives in, leaves it for Savoy, and a nice job by Jamesi running the offense on that one. Got his defender in the air and gave it right down low to Savoy, and Savoy, a guy that can finish around the basket at a high level. He just went right back up with it. Treadwell looking for Simmons and gets it to him. Ja'Kai Simmons with a hand in his face, drives baseline, goes under, and it got stuck. You don't see that too often. The ball got stuck at the heel of the rim. And I believe that'll be a jump ball. It'll be Simmons against Jamesi, and well, if you're tuning into the JSBL tonight, you've seen something unique. I've seen it happen a couple times, but not very often. As Simmons went up and under on the reverse layup attempt, didn't get a lot of glass, and it just rested there on the heel of the basket. As the tip-off goes out of bounds, off county line auto body. Marcus Kennedy was looking for a foul call, one that he wouldn't get. So WCT down by a point, or up by a point, I should say. As Savoy, a nice pass from Quinn Peters and extends the lead to 3. Ryan Savoy with a couple quick early baskets here as WCT ahead by 3 against the league's only undefeated team remaining. Here's Marcus Kennedy in the post, backing down Jamesi. Passes out midair, and Biggins has to haul it in through some contact. 8 on the shot clock. Biggins drives in, loses control. Still deflected, and Jamesi takes it away. Here's Savoy in transition, and the bounce pass ahead to Morales just a little bit too far out. A turnover on the fast break for WCT as County Line Auto Body's offense a little bit stuck in the mud early on. As Treadwell gives to Kennedy. Kennedy going to work against Jamesi, gets under and lays it in. And Kennedy trying to appeal that Jamesi was giving him some extra contact, see if they start to call that later on in this game. Jamesi, top of the key, gives to Morales. Morales, the former Montclair State standout, rises and knocks down a three-pointer. Recently signed on to play professionally in Europe this upcoming season and gets his first bucket tonight. Here's Kennedy once again in the post. They're really trying to emphasize that as Morales strips him, but a little bit too much on that deflection as it goes out of bounds. It'll remain County Line Auto Body possession. They're down 11-7, 5:38 to play in the opening quarter. Kennedy once again in the post on Jamesi, driving in. Finds a cutting Simmons, and the finger roll is good. Nice off-ball movement by Ja'Kai Simmons. And cuts the deficit back down to a possession, 11-9. As Savoy got caught in the air, gets it right back, and he kicks to Jamesi. High screen from Jamesi. Here's Savoy working on Treadwell. 10 to shoot. Mid-range J is good for Ryan Savoy. He has been excellent to start this game, whether it's finding himself below the rim or pulling up from the mid-range. It's 13-9. Here's Kennedy. They're going to him every single possession in the post, looking to make something happen. He leaves the hook short. Quinn Peters hauls in the defensive rebound. A long pass ahead to Morales, looking for his second three-pointer. It's down.
And that was a three-point basket.
How about WCT with only 5 guys at their disposal? They have a 16-9 lead midway through the first quarter. Here's Leon Daniels going the other way for County Line Auto Body. Gets into the lane and he finishes. Created space there despite there being about 3 WCT defenders in the area. And he gets the layup to fall as Harris loses control of it, but it ricochets right over to Savoy. He gets his pocket picked. Here comes Simmons on a 2-on-3 break. Simmons going all the way with the finger roll too strong. Daniels hauled in the offensive rebound, but it went off his hands out of bounds, and that will bring us to our first media timeout on the floor. 16-11, 4:17 to play in the opening quarter. The WC2 Warriors lead over County Line Auto Body. We'll be back after this on the JSBL Network. We're back here in Manasquan after the media timeout. WC2 Warriors with a 16-11 lead and the ball. Here's Scott Gemesi in the lane. Post hook is off the mark. Off some good defense by County Line Auto Body. They take over possession. 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Treadwell, tough finish in the lane. He gets it to fall. Treadwell with 5 points now, only on a second shot attempt of the game. And the scoring for WCT has been all by 2 players, them being Jacob Morales and Ryan Savoy with 8 points apiece. Here's Gemesi. Kicks to Quinn Peters. Catch and shoot triple. Off the wing is no good. Too strong. Here comes Jakai Simmons on the break. Has numbers. Leaves it for Treadwell. Into the middle of the lane. Needs some help. Finds Simmons under the basket. Creating some space. He'll kick back up to Leon Daniels. He's left wide open for a 3. That one won't go. Offensive rebound by Marcus Kennedy. Gets the putback to fall. Kennedy now with 6 points. That's his first rebound of the game. And just like that, 2 straight baskets for County Line Auto Body. They're back within a point. Here's Morales the other way. He'll rise up from 3. That one's short. Ahmad Biggins hauls in the defensive rebound. A long outlet pass to Daniels, right on target. Oh, but the layup falls out. Was looking to take the lead as Peters in transition. That one's short. Daniels with the rebound. Josh Treadwell in the half court. Creating once again the fall away 2. It's automatic for Josh Treadwell. There's not much you can do when he gets to his spot in the mid-range as Quinn Peters left wide open in his signature corner spot. That one too strong. Daniels with the rebound, looking to go coast to coast, gives to Biggins, right back to Daniels. Got his defender in the air, a tough finish through contact. It won't go, but Leon Daniels will head to the foul line for the first time for either team. A 6-0 run for County Line Auto Body. They've taken their second lead of the game, I should say, but the first in a while after WCT has controlled this game for much of the opening 6 and 7.5 minutes. Daniels for 2 at the line. Gets that one to fall. It's 18-16 as first subs of the game. Brendan Mariani checks in. Kyle McGee and Mike Brown will all check in for County Line Auto Body for the first time. Daniels will have 1 more to shoot. And Leon Daniels hits both. It's an 8-0 run now for County Line Auto Body. Now they'll start to apply some pressure. DeAndre Harris, the point guard tonight for WCT. Andre Wells missing his 3rd straight game, not here tonight. Here's Savoy. Off to an excellent start offensively. He pulls up from the mid-range, and he is on fire. Ryan Savoy cannot miss right now. He's up to 10 points in this game on a perfect 5 of 5 shooting. Here's Jakai Simmons. Gemesi on him. Looking to make a highlight. Crossover into the lane, steps through, finishes through contact. Jakai Simmons, he has that length and athleticism to get to the rim at will, even after some good defense from Gemesi. And the lead is back up to 3 for County Line Auto Body. As DeAndre Harris loses his footing, bodies crash to the floor. Mariani comes away with it. Here's Daniels in transition. Off the backboard to Simmons. Jakai Simmons finishes once again, and we know he can rock the rim off the great feed from Leon Daniels. The lead is 5. Here's Morales, a tough finish through 2 defenders. Nice job getting in the lane, and it's back to a 1-possession game. Here is Daniels in the half court, working on Quinn Peters. Crossing over, now he'll step back, take a 3-pointer. That one just short. Savoy there for the rebound, a long outlet to Peters. He got behind the defense, but a little bit too high on the pass. So WCT will reset. Here's Gemesi, 3-pointer. That one's good. I'll tell you what, Scott Gemesi's 3-point ball has greatly improved over his time here in the JSBL. He's gotten a lot more confident with it, and it looks really good, especially from the top of the key. You can't leave him too open out there. As here is Kyle McGee creating in the lane. The mid-range J, no good. Gemesi the rebound. Here's Savoy. 23-23, 40 seconds left. Savoy finishes off his excellent first quarter of play and gives WCT the lead back. It's 25-23. 11 seconds between shot and game clock for County Line Auto Body. As here is Mike Brown into the lane, gets stonewalled by Gemesi, gives to Simmons, create some space. A step back three is short. Morales the board. 18 seconds now on the clock. Jamesi got behind the defense. He lays it in, but they're going to call a goaltending on Leon Daniels, trying to attempt the chase down block. They'll count the basket. It's 27-23 with 13.8 seconds on the clock. They can hold for one. Mike Brown with the ball. Getting some of his first action for this County Line Auto Body team with 2 seconds. 1 second, he drives, steps back, and knocks down the J at the buzzer. Mike Brown, his first bucket, a pretty good one, as he beats the buzzer to cut the lead to 27-25. WCT still ahead after a quarter, as we'll head to a quick break through one quarter. 27-25, WCT takes the lead over County Line Auto Body. We'll be back after this on the JSBL Network. We're back here in Manasquan for the second quarter of action between the WCT Warriors, who lead County Line Auto Body 27-25. DeAndre Harris with the ball, bringing it up for WCT. He'll create a long mid-range J. That one too strong. Savoy saves it by throwing it over his head. Jamesi, the recipient, kicks out for Morales. Three-pointer is good. That's 3 threes for Morales now. And he, once again, him and Savoy both have been the drivers of offense scoring-wise for WCT. It's 30-25. Here's Mariani to reset. 13 points for Jacob Morales now, 12 for Savoy. As a long two for Brown, that one won't go. He tries to get his own rebound. They'll say he touched it last and out of bounds. Back to WCT. So 22 of the 27 points coming from Savoy and Morales. Jamesi with 5. And those three have been excellent so far. Here's Savoy into the front court, hounded by Mariani. We know his story, a former linebacker at Georgetown, so he's got that relentless motor and a lot of strength, too. Here's Jamesi, top of the key, knocks down a three. Scott Jamesi, once again, you can't leave him open from that top of the key. He's got 8. The lead is 8. Largest lead of the night by either team, as the entry pass to Kennedy deflected out of bounds by Savoy. And despite having only 5 guys available, WCT is up 8 in the second quarter over a team that just won by almost 30 points last night against OIB Ortho. Here's McGee to inbound. He finds Kennedy, looking to emphasize the post presence. His J is way short. I don't think Jamesi got a hand on it. Just didn't get enough on it as Harris was looking for cutting Quinn Peters, but right into the hands of Jakai Simmons. Simmons with 6 points in the first quarter. Here's McGee. Floater in the lane is down. Kyle McGee with his first basket of the night. It's down to 33-27, about 90 seconds in to this second quarter. Harris, wing three-pointer is good. That's his first bucket of the night. DeAndre Harris with a big 3, and that cuts the lead to extends the lead, I should say, to 9 points. Here's Simmons, finds Mariani, catch and shoot triple is erased by Ryan Savoy. How about Savoy making the plays on both ends of the floor? He has 12 points on a perfect 6 of 6 shooting, and then he sends Mariani's three-pointer away. Here's Simmons into the lane, was looking for Brown, but taken away. Mariani gets it back right over to Brown, and he finishes the layup. That's Will Brown, actually. So Will Brown with his second bucket after beating the buzzer to end the first quarter. Here's Savoy into the front court. Morales will slow it down and reset. He has been on fire tonight, looking to add another. His step back three is short. Simmons with the board. County Line Auto Body trying to fight their way back into this game. Mariani kicks down low to McGee. Corner three is good, and that's a good start. It's down to 4 as McGee knocks down the triple off the nice feed. Making the extra pass. This County Line Auto Body team again, most of their guys play for the Jersey Shore Breaks in the 94x50 league. All of them played in that league, but not all of them for the Breaks, so there's all kinds of familiarity across the roster. Here's Savoy in some defensive pressure, 5 to shoot. Kicks to Peters, long three-pointer with a shot clock winding down. Quinn Peters knocks down the deep three-pointer. That's his first bucket. The lead is back up to 7. All 5 WCT Warriors have scored. Here's McGee. Can't get the bounce on the mid-range J. Rebound skids over towards the corner. Jamesi picks it up. Savoy will initiate in the half court. Gives to Peters. Thought about a three. Instead he'll give to Jamesi. He'll try from beyond. That one just a bit short. Brown the rebound. 39-32. WCT still leading. This team has shown big-time flashes of being able to compete with the tops in the league. Here's a cross-court pass to Simmons. Catch and shoot triple is in and out. And a lot of that was done with Jack Collins and Andre Wells in the lineup, both of them not here tonight. So DeAndre Harris and Jacob Morales, the main 2 guards. The forwards being Peters and Jamesi. And Savoy in there as well. Here's Peters, corner three-pointer. Great contest by Simmons. Rattles in and out. Here's Mariani on the break. Nice feed down low to McGee, who can't get the layup to fall but got fouled on the way up. 5:56 to play in the first half. It's 39-32. Kyle McGee will head to the line, but not before. Josh Peters will call a timeout for WCT, their first of the night. So we'll take a quick break as WCT calls timeout to get his 5 guys some rest. We'll be back after this on the JSBL Network. We're back here after the WCT timeout. 39-32, they lead over County Line Auto Body. Again, the league's last remaining undefeated team at 3-0. Kyle McGee at the foul line trying to cut into the lead. He knocks down the first. He's got 3 points now, or 4, I should say, as he knocked down a corner 3 a few minutes ago. Leaves that one short, but gets his own rebound. Nice hustle by McGee. Puts the layup back up and in and gets 2 points instead of 1. So it's 39-35. 5:50 to play in the opening half. Jamesi, long 3, won't go. McGee with the rebound, starting to find his role on this team in his first action of the season. Here's Mariani down the lane. Layup is no good. He missed that one short. Good defense by Jamesi as he tried to pass it out. Kennedy got a hand on it. Just barely couldn't save it, so it'll remain WCT basketball. 5:33 to play in the first half. Jacob Morales, the former Rutgers and Montclair State star. He walked on at Rutgers, spent a year there, and then turned into one of the best players in the NJAC. As Jamesi kicks out for Peters. Jamesi gets it right back on the inside-out action, working on Kennedy. Fakes the pass out. The post hook is good. How about Jamesi? Crafty in the post. He faked the kick out to Peters, got the defense on the move, and then created some space to put up the post hook. It's back to a 6-point lead midway through the second quarter. Here is McGee off the switch. They switch back, and that gives McGee some space to knock down the J. Kyle McGee is starting to put things together here in this second quarter. It's down to a 4-point game. Here's DeAndre Harris, finds Scott Jamesi. Quinn Peters now driving in on Marcus Kennedy. Falling away, that one erased by Kennedy. Here's Simmons in transition. Simmons putting on the highlight reel. Instead, he kicks out for McGee, looking for another three-pointer. That one is high and won't go down. But a nice rebound by Will Brown. He chases down the offensive board. Here's Simmons into the lane, kicks McGee. Pump fakes on the three. He'll float it up. That one too strong. Missed it way long. Savoy the rebound. Savoy hasn't been as impactful in this second as he was in the first. Jacob Morales can't knock down another three-pointer. Those two were the engine to the offense for WCT. So that brings us to the second media timeout of the night. 4:10 to play in the opening half. 41-37 lead for WCT. They're hanging on despite the County Line Auto Body run, trying to get back into this game. We'll take a quick break on the other side. Final 4 minutes in the first half. Final 4:10 to play in the first half for County Line Auto Body and the WCT Warriors. County Line Auto Body trying to rally from a 9-point deficit earlier on in this second quarter. Here's Marcus Kennedy in the post against Scott Jamesi. Rises up. That one won't go. Kennedy's missed a couple bunnies so far tonight. Jamesi holding his own very much so in this matchup. Gets caught in the air, kicks to Morales. Ball fake into the lane. A free throw line floater is good. That is nice from Jacob Morales. He's knocked down a few threes. The defense can, adjust to that. But he uses the ball fake and gets into the lane to knock down the floater. It's back up to a 6-point game. Here's Ja'Kai Simmons with Quinn Peters on him into the lane. Fall away two is short. Kennedy with the rebound off the deflection. He gets blocked, but they'll call a foul. We'll see who it's on. Looks like they'll get Jamesi on the foul. Got him on the forearm is the official's verdict. Only his first, so not much foul trouble for Scott Jamesi. And not much foul trouble for this WCT team either. Only 2 fouls in the second quarter. And didn't commit any in the first. So good disciplined defense for WCT. As Kennedy splits the pair. 43-38, 3.5 to play as Jamesi gives back to Morales off the inbound. County Line Auto Body's defense hasn't hounded the WCT as well as it did, although it did right there as Morales throws it right to Mariani, intercepting it like a linebacker. Here's the transition opportunity, and Will Brown finishes in the lane. That was a user lurk from the linebacker Mariani into the fast break. Here's Harris. That one deflected by Simmons, and just as I said, the defense wasn't exactly to par like it was last night. It is absolutely in these last couple of possessions as Simmons flies out of bounds to save the ball, and a new half-court possession for County Line Auto Body. Here is Will Brown working on the defender DeAndre Harris. Finds Ja'Kai Simmons. In the post, fall away two is down.
Ja'Kai Simmons.
looks like a fan has just been ejected from the building. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before here at the JSBL. And it's back to a 1-point game after the jumper from Simmons. I can't say I've ever seen that before here. Either way, WCT with the ball. Here's Quinn Peters. Kicks to Scott Gemesi. Mariani was defending from behind, so he couldn't take the three. Here's Morales, creating some space, finds a cutting DeAndre Harris. Rejected by Mariani. Man, this County Line Auto Body defense is really starting to step up in the last couple of minutes. A volleyball set from Simmons finds Leon Daniels. His three-pointers around the rim. It won't go. Morales hauls in the board. Up to Gemesi in transition. Back to a cutting Peters. Finish in the lane is good. Great passing from the WCT Warriors as they extend their lead back up to 3. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Kennedy kicks out to Simmons. Long three-pointer in the corner won't go. He tracks down his own board. And the defense rotates over. He'll just rise up from the mid-range. That one won't go either. 45-42. About 90 seconds to play. Here's Peters. He's left open from the wing. That three is short. Here's Mariani, full head of steam into the lane. Rejected by Savoy. Savoy on defense is wreaking havoc. And he's been excellent on offense too, as Peters will slow things down. A long cross-court pass intercepted by Kennedy. Here's Kennedy trying to go coast to coast, and he gets fouled by Peters, trying to prevent the basket. So Marcus Kennedy will head to the foul line for 2 shots. That's the first and the final 2 minutes on WCT. The next one will put them in the penalty. Kennedy will head to the foul line, and this really has not been much of a contest of fouls. County Line Auto Body still hasn't committed a foul in this game. It's only 3 on WCT in this first half. First free throw from Kennedy won't go. Josh Treadwell will check back into the game, as does Ahmad Biggins. They will replace Will Brown and Brendan Mariani. Dave and I saying that at the same exact time. Thanks, Dave. One more for Kennedy. 45-42. And he hits the second. So still a 2-possession game, a relatively low-scoring game here in this opening first half with 1:10 to play. Tough defense by both teams. Here's Morales trying to go coast to coast, can't get the jumper to fall. Here is Treadwell. Treadwell, an unbelievable tough shot maker. Lobs it up to Simmons in the lane, left wide open, and he throws it down with 2 hands. That ties the game at 45. WCT will slow it down, looking to limit the amount of possessions. A no-look pass was looking for Peters in the lane. Kennedy had a hand on it, wasn't able to haul it in. I'll tell you what, WCT's made some risky passes tonight. The County Line Auto Body, they are so dangerous when you try to throw a long pass. Harris to inbound, finds Gemesi. Thought about a three-pointer. Instead, he's backing down Kennedy in the lane. That post hook is good again. Gemesi gives WCT the lead back with 35 on the clock, and Gemesi has done a really nice job battling Marcus Kennedy in the post. Here's Treadwell. Switching on, a nice pass down low to Kennedy, but taken away by Savoy. Here's Gemesi in the lane, through contact, the floater. That one just rims out, but he gets the rebound. The putback hook, that one won't go either. Savoy out of nowhere, his putback is no good as well, and Gemesi tips it out of bounds off the hands of Treadwell. Couple of missed opportunities for WCT near the rim. And with the shot clock off and 13.8 on the game clock, County Line Auto Body can hold for one. It's Biggins now with it. He finds Marcus Kennedy. Gives right back to Biggins into the lane. That one, tough defense. 7 seconds now for WCT. They can still make something happen. Here's Morales, a long three-pointer in the corner. That one too strong. Simmons the board, the half-court heave at the buzzer. That one is off. An exciting first half comes to an end between the WCT Warriors and County Line Auto Body. WCT leads 47-45. Again, only 5 guys available for WCT, and they've done a great job of managing it. So 47-45, the league's last remaining unbeaten this season, down at halftime by 2. Second half coming up next on the JSBL Network. We're back here in Manasquan for the second half of action between the WCT Warriors and County Line Auto Body. WCT with a 47-45 lead. Here is Ryan Savoy in the lane, can't finish. That's his third miss of the night. Now 6 of 9 from the floor. He had an excellent first half with 12 points. Savoy and Scott Gemesi each with 12 points, and Jacob Morales with 15 as Josh Treadwell joins the double-digit party with a three-pointer to give County Line the lead right back. It's 48-47. He's a perfect 4 of 4 from the field. Here's DeAndre Harris trying to respond with a three-pointer. Rizzoni can't. Here comes Treadwell the other way. Treadwell kicks to Brendan Mariani, gives to Marcus Kennedy in the lane. He finishes through the foul. Marcus Kennedy with a chance for a three-point play, and not a strong enough foul if you're WCT, but a foul nonetheless as he scores, and the lead is up to 3. So 5 quick points.
For County Line, Marcus Kennedy will be shooting 1.
As the three-point play opportunity, Kennedy can't hit the free throw. Gemesi the rebound, a long outlet pass to Peters. He finishes the reverse layup. And Quinn Peters has done a great job running the floor, creating transition opportunities. As Simmons was trying to pass it, here's Savoy in the lane, a two-hand slam. He missed it, but they'll say Ja'Kai Simmons got him on his way up. So Savoy will head to the foul line for 2. And that's the first foul in the entire game on County Line Auto Body. And it's not like they've played soft defense either. They've played some good defense so far in this game. They just have yet to foul until now as Savoy's first free throw is off. Again, not too often you see a team go without a foul for an entire first half, as they pick up their first one here in the second half. Savoy's second free throw is down, and it's back to a tie game, 50 all, a minute in to the third quarter. Here's Josh Treadwell to bring it up, guarded by Jacob Morales, the leading scorer in this game in the first half with 15. Treadwell gets Savoy switched onto him on the perimeter, finds Mariani, a laser down low to Simmons, pump fakes, puts up the layup, it's good. How about the feed from Brendan Mariani? He finds Simmons down low, and County Line Auto Body takes the lead back. Here's DeAndre Harris across the half-court line. Hounding defense from Mariani, and a pass down low to Savoy, was looking for him in the corner, just a little bit too far long. Created off the great defense again from Mariani. County Line looking to run. Here's Mariani off the feed from Daniels. He gets it back. He'll rise from 3 in the corner. That one's short. Morales the board. County Line's defense starting to settle in here in this second half. Here's Morales trying to create from the perimeter. Gives to Gemesi. Handoff right back. They get the switch they want with Kennedy. A long 3 for Morales. That one too strong. Simmons the rebound. And that has his pocket pick, but it goes right to Mariani, who finds Kennedy down low, and he slams it home. Kennedy just sank down low towards the basket, and nobody on WCT picked him up. It's up to a 4-point lead, and again, only 5 guys available for WCT. They've done a great job so far, but are they maybe running out of gas here in the opening minutes as County Line's starting to come alive? Here's Gemesi. Savoy off the feed from Peters, 6 to shoot. High screen from Gemesi. Savoy into the mid-range, crossing up. Gets his pocket picked by Leon Daniels, and a 1-on-0 opportunity for Josh Treadwell. He lays it in easily. As here comes WCT in transition, fires over to Gemesi. Three-pointer, they need it, can't get it. 56-50, 3 minutes in. Daniels, a long pass out to Simmons, just a little bit too far long, and Josh Peters will call a timeout. It's been an 11-3 run for County Line Auto Body in this opening 3 minutes of the second half, as Josh Peters will call a timeout. We'll take a quick break as County Line Auto Body starting to take control here into the second half on the JSBL Network. After the timeout called by the WCT Warriors, they take control of possession, down 56-50, 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Ryan Savoy to bring the ball up into the half court. WCT looking for Morales. Officials say the pass got tipped out of bounds. Marcus Kennedy doesn't necessarily agree, but it looked like the pass was offline, so it did look like it appeared to get deflected. As Morales will inbound to Jamesi, spot up three-pointer, stepping in. That one off the mark, it won't fall. Here comes Josh Treadwell the other way. He has been super efficient when he gets his looks. Leaves it for Kennedy in the lane. Gets his pocket picked by Savoy. Savoy has been excellent on both ends tonight. Kicks to Jamesi into the lane. And we're going to get a blocking foul called on Brendan Mariani. Was trying to take the charge, and according to our PA announcer, also the Jersey Shore Breaks PA announcer, where Mariani played this past year in the 94x50 League, David Smith, Mariani took at least one charge per game, so that's his MO. But a good job by Jamesi to get there before Mariani could set himself up outside the restricted area. Jamesi will head to the line. He has 12 points on the night, 5 of 13 shooting. Also 5 rebounds and 2 assists. The foul on Mariani, his first, only the second in the entire game on County Line Auto Body, second of the quarter. 6:30 to play in the third. WCT trying to fight their way back into this game. 56-51 now after the first from Jamesi. And Jamesi, an outstanding tenure at Tufts. Averaged over 20 points a game this past season. He hits both free throws, and now he's got 14 for the game. It's back to a 4-point game, 56-52. This has been a grinded-out battle for both teams. Here's Mariani, guarded by Harris. Mariani's strength into the lane, and he gets undercut, goes down and draws the foul.
WCT foul charge to number 12.
They'll get Harris on the foul. That's his first.
Team 7.
And Brendan Mariani will head to the stripe for the first time tonight. He has not scored yet, but he does have a rebound and 5 assists, along with 2 steals. Just one of those guys that knows how to make plays happen, even if his shot is not falling. Again, a former football player at Georgetown, and Georgetown, one of the better football programs than the FCS. He'll head to the line for 2 as he takes a breath and leaves the first one short. Starter still in for County Line Auto Body. As Mariani's second is good. He splits the pair and pushes the lead back up to 5, and he gets right back at it on defense on Jacob Morales. Kicks up to Savoy. Into the lane, driving in, gets the layup to fall. He had to really put that one up quickly off the glass with Kennedy trying to get there, but he puts it up at just the right spot. And we're back to a one-possession game, 57-54, as Simmons gets his pocket picked by Savoy. Into the lane, finishes the layup, 4 quick points for Savoy, and all of a sudden we're back down to a one-point game. 57-56 with 6 minutes to play. This WCT team just won't quit, even when there's only 5 of them. And 2 of their top ball handlers, Andre Wells and Jack Collins, not here. The rest of them have done an excellent job of picking up the slack without them. Here's Kennedy. Gets switched on to Peters, into the lane, up and under, layup is good. Marcus Kennedy with the excellent touch and footwork in the post. It almost looks automatic for him, and it's back to a 3-point game. Here's Savoy, needs some help, gets double teamed, kicks to Harris. They got to get across, and Harris throws it away. But Jamesi getting back on defense. Here's Simmons, left open in the break. That 3 won't go. Jamesi the rebound. He'll bring the ball up for WCT, trying to go coast to coast, leaves it for Harris. The pass almost picked off, and it is by Leon Daniels. 3-on-1 break, Daniels to Treadwell to Kennedy, and a 2-hand flush.
Kennedy from Leon Daniels.
Again, this County Line Auto Body defense, when they are on their game, it is hard to move the ball against them. Jamesi, top of the key, looking for an outlet option. Gives to Peters. Now Morales in the corner. He'll rise up, get some space, and knocks down the jumper. They'll call that a 2-pointer. Still, gets the points on the board, and we're back down to a one-possession game. Midway point of the third quarter as Treadwell, his first miss of the night, but Mariani just steals the rebound away from DeAndre Harris. Kicks back to Kennedy at the top of the key. Looking at direct traffic offensively, gives to Daniels, 10 on the shot clock. Under 4.5 on the game clock. Here's Daniels working against Quinn Peters into the lane. Tough finish through contact is good. Leon Daniels, a multifaceted scorer, pushes the lead back to 5. Here's Savoy, got caught in midair, but a nice pass to Peters. Good contest by Daniels, preventing an open look. Morales gets the ball at the free throw line. He'll step back, take a long two-pointer. That one won't go. Daniels the board. County Line Auto Body trying to push. A long outlet up to Simmons is deflected out of bounds by Morales. And that will bring us to our third quarter media timeout. 63-58, County Line Auto Body takes a lead over the WCT Warriors. We'll take a quick break on the other side. Final 3:50 of the third coming up on the JSBL Network. We're back here after the media timeout, 3:50 to play in the third quarter. 63-58, County Line Auto Body leads. They also have possession of the ball after the ball went off of WCT before the timeout. Here's Josh Treadwell working on Morales. Now gives down low to Marcus Kennedy. With Quinn Peters on him, has the advantage as he flips that one up and he short-armed it. Didn't get the spin he wanted on the rim. Misses that one, and another chance for WCT to cut it to a one-possession game. Here's Morales, pull-up three-pointer is short off the front iron. Daniels, 3-on-3 break. He'll just rise up with the defense hanging back. He knocks down the three. I'll actually call that one a two-point. Actually, no, it is a three. I stand corrected. As Daniels just pulled up in transition as the defense was hanging back, anticipating a drive. Here's Morales, gives down low to Jamesi. A nice up and under finish. The pick and roll with Morales and Scott Jamesi, I think a thing that WCT can lean on a little bit more on offense, as both have been excellent in this game. As Kyle McGee drives the lane and gets fouled. He just checked back into the game after the timeout for Mariani.
WCT foul charge number 20, Scott Jamesi.
Look at Jamesi on the foul. Again, only his second. Jamesi with 16 points and 6 rebounds with 2 assists. And how about Ryan Savoy? 17 points, 8 of 11 shooting, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. I mean, if he can continue to keep it up in the blocks, he's got 2 of those as well. He could be working on a 5x5. First free throw from McGee is good. He's got 11 now. There's 4 double-digit scorers for County Line Auto Body. Simmons and Treadwell each with 12. Kennedy with 16. And now McGee with 11. 3 double-digit scorers for WCT. Morales and Savoy each with 17, and then Jamesi with 14. Here's Jamesi the other way after the 2 free throws. It's 8 points now, the lead. Second largest lead of the game by either team. Savoy will just flip it up and in. That was impressive. Savoy continues his outstanding night. He's 9 of 12 from the floor. He's got 19 to lead all scorers. Here's Simmons. Double team comes over. Kicks over to Daniels. Thought about a 3 instead. Leaves it for Treadwell. Just a little bit long in the pass, but Treadwell hauls it in. 8 to shoot. Finds Kennedy. Another high pass, but Kennedy hauls it in. Up through contact. That one won't fall, but he got fouled, and if that's on Jamesi, that's 3 in this third quarter. It will be. So 3 fouls on Scott Jamesi. Again, only 5 players for WCT. Nothing overly concerning for WCT, but definitely something to monitor, especially considering the fouls have all come in relatively quick succession. Here's Kennedy at the line. First one is good. He's got 17 points and 6 rebounds. Will Brown will check in. He replaces Josh Treadwell. Kennedy's second is good, and it's back to an 8-point game. Savoy's been the driver of offense along with Morales. For County Line, or for WCT tonight, he tries to go all the way. He draws the foul, and Savoy will head to the foul line. They'll get the foul on Kennedy, it looks like. And if true, that would be number 1. Yeah, only the first foul on Kennedy. Oh, I stand corrected. I guess I was looking at the... Okay, never mind. Only his first.
For WCT, Ryan Savoy, he will be shooting 2.
So the fouls have started to pick up a little bit. Only 3 fouls total, all of them on County Line Auto Body in that first half. Now 4 on WCT and 3 on County Line Auto Body in this third quarter. So next foul on WCT would put County Line at the line as they're looking to clean up a wet spot on the floor with the mop. And you can feel County Line Auto Body, their defense really starting to take over and tighten up this game. First free throw is off the mark. Savoy 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. He's been pretty much perfect otherwise. Again, 8 of 11 from the floor, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and 5 steals. Second one is too strong, but he hauls in the offensive rebound off the deflection. Savoy finds Peters, top of the key, thought about a 3, instead gives to Morales, 10 to shoot. Morales gets double teamed, a long pass to Savoy in the opposite corner, now 5 on the clock. Here's Harris, 3. Got to put up a shot, Savoy at the buzzer. That one off, and it'll go out of bounds in County Line Auto Body possession. And again, that tough shot was created by the double team on Morales. Great defense by County Line Auto Body. That's been their calling card this season. Here's Daniels, gives to Will Brown. Brown in the post, and a nice bank shot off glass. He was backing down. DeAndre Harris had the size advantage and just fell away and used the nice touch to knock it down. It's the first double-digit lead by either team tonight. 72-62 as Harris the other way. Can't get a mid-range jumper to fall. Daniels hauls in the defensive rebound. Here's Brown up to Simmons. The highlight reel finish. Ja'Kai Simmons on the dunk from Daniels, and this County Line Auto Body team, they defend at a high level and they can run in transition at a high level. Harris gives to Jamesi the other way. They have numbers. Here's Savoy. Fakes on a 3, drives in and kicks. Morales on a spot-up opportunity, wide open, too strong, but a nice tap out from Jamesi, and that goes all the way out to Savoy at half court. Now 10 to shoot. Morales once again will drive, step back, fall away 2. That one just a little bit too strong with under a minute to play. 74-62, and you can feel the grip starting to tighten for County Line Auto Body on this game. Here's Daniels, heat check 3. It won't go, but he got fouled by Morales as he came over to contest late. So 3 free throws for Leon Daniels after using the ball fake. Got Morales in the air and drew the foul.
Charge to number 11, Jacob Morales, his second, team's 5th. At the line for County Line, Leon Daniels. He will be shooting 3.
So already a 74-62 lead for County Line with 37 seconds left on the clock and a chance to extend it here. First one is good. And Daniels now with 7. Also has 6 rebounds and 2 assists and 4 steals. It's been 21 combined steals between the two teams, as the second one also good. 4 for Daniels and 5 for Ryan Savoy. Also packing up some steals. Brendan Mariani with 2. As Daniels knocks down all 3, and it's up to a 15-point lead. And WCT might just be running a bit out of gas here. High screen from Jamesi. Savoy running point here. Tries to fire a pass down low. Nice job by Morales to pick it up. Out to Peters for a 3. That one won't go. Jamesi another offensive rebound. Savoy step back 3. Instead kicks out for Harris. A 3-pointer of his own. That one too strong. And with 15 seconds left, County Line Auto Body can hold for 1. As Brown picks it up, 8 seconds now on the clock. Here's Daniels. Looks like he'll be the one to take it. Working on Morales. 4 seconds now. 3 seconds. Kicks over to Kennedy. Pump fakes, fall away two-pointer at the horn is short. But a tremendous third quarter for County Line Auto Body. They outscore the WCT Warriors by a score of 32-17, and they take a commanding 15-point lead into the fourth quarter. 30 minutes down, 10 minutes to play. We'll be back with the fourth quarter coming up after this on the JSBL Network. We're back here in Manasquan for the fourth quarter of action in the first game of our Thursday night doubleheader in the JSBL. It's the County Line Auto Body newcoming first-year team with a 77-62 lead after three quarters, but WCT forces a turnover on the opening possession. Here's Jacob Morales trying to create and shrink this deficit, but Ahmad Biggins comes over and picks his pocket in the lane, gets it to go, and a foul on Ryan Savoy. Biggins, that's his first basket tonight.
WCT foul, charge to number 2, Ryan Savoy.
Again, Savoy on the foul. That's his third. So not too much foul trouble for WCT. Savoy with 3. He's the only one with 3. Jamesi, Morales, and Harris each have 2, and Peters with 1. So not too much foul trouble, really, for the team with only 5 players tonight. Here's Biggins. Can't convert on the three-point play, but Mariani comes up with an offensive rebound. A laser of a pass out into the corner to McGee. That one won't fall. It'll go out of bounds and off County Line Auto Body last. And again, the defense for County Line Auto Body, they did a great job in that third quarter. 32-15. And the offense for WCT has slowly dwindled a little bit after that 27-point first quarter. 20 points in the second and 15 in the third. Here's DeAndre Harris, the point guard tonight for WCT. Kicks to Scott Jamesi, 7 to shoot. Gets the switch on to Biggins, but picks up his dribble. Here's Savoy, 3 to shoot. Gives to Jamesi, has the size mismatch. He's got to put one up with 1 on the clock. He can't. I don't know if he realized how much time was on the shot clock, and that is a violation. And again, the multifaceted defense for County Line Auto Body has been a big reason they've been able to take control of this game, now up by 17. It'll be Biggins to bring the ball up. Kicks to Mariani, catch and shoot three-pointer from the wing. That one won't fall. Morales hauls in the board. The second game of the night, ACI Robinson has taken on Stearns Trailer. Don't miss that one. As Jamesi knocks down a big three-pointer to cut the deficit to 14. Jamesi with 19, tying Ryan Savoy for the team lead. Here's McGee. That one won't go. Another offensive rebound for Mariani. He loses the ball out of bounds. It got tipped by Morales. Baseline inbound for County Line. Finds Kennedy wide open from 3. He thought about it. Instead, he'll try to create off the dribble. He'll fall away from 3. That one misses everything. But another offensive rebound for Mariani. 2-point from Brown is good. How about the play of Brendan Mariani? He only has 1 point on the night, 0 of 3 from the floor, but he is making every single hustle play out there and pushes the lead back up to 16. Here's Jamesi the other way for WCT, looking for a handoff. Instead, he'll just step back and take another three-pointer. That one short off the front of the iron. Another transition opportunity for County Line. Here's Mariani, goes 360, couldn't get the layup to fall through contact. And the transition opportunity for WCT, 3-on-2 break. Here's Peters in the lane, leaves for Harris, got two defenders in the air. And they'll say that Peters, after getting the bounce pass, stepped on the line. Here comes County Line the other way. 81-65 ball game with 7:42 to play. Here's Ahmad Biggins into the lane. Got past the point guard Harris and knocks down the layup. And the 19-point lead, the largest of the game by either team. And County Line Autobody continuing to take over the momentum. Here's a long three-pointer for Morales. They needed that one, and he knocks it down. Jacob Morales cuts the lead to 15. Here's Ahmad Biggins the other way, driving into the lane. Another layup. That one won't go, but they'll get Harris on the foul. So Ahmad Biggins getting some run here, more so in this fourth quarter, and he'll head to the foul line for the second time tonight.
WCT foul.
Biggins is quick off the dribble.
Harris, that is his
Third on Harris.
At the line for County Line, Ahmad Biggins. He will be shooting two.
Two shots for Biggins. As his first free throw is good, he's got 3 points now in the game. Second free throw up from Biggins is good. So he hits both, and it's back up to 17. Again, the next game tonight, starting off not too long after this one comes to a close, ACI Robinson and Stearns Trailer, a rematch of last year's championship game. One that, a dramatic one that I don't think anyone in this building will ever forget. Dwayne Jones with his team down with 4 seconds left after Jalen Gaffney knocked down a clutch mid-range J. Came down the floor and knocked down an epic three-pointer and got fouled to boot with .4 on the clock. And that clinched ACI Robinson's first ever championship in this league. So these two teams will face off for the first time since that game later tonight. As Jamesi was trying to get a behind-the-back pass to a cutter on the baseline, but a little too far out. Possession will go back to County Line Autobody. And County Line Autobody, again, trying to stake their claim as one of the favorites to win it this year. 6.5 minutes away from starting 4-0. As Kennedy's jumper won't fall, Jamesi gets the rebound off the ricochet. Without numbers, he kicks to Peters. Catch and shoot Jay from the corner is short. Will Brown with the board. More numbers for County Line Autobody. Here's Biggins, another opportunity. Knocks down the three-pointer. Ahmad Biggins starting to come alive with his production in this fourth, and it's up to a 20-point game for the first time tonight with 6 minutes on the clock. Here's Savoy. Been excellent tonight for WCT, really the last few games in a row. Another guy who's been excellent, Jacob Morales, knocks down another triple. Off the feed from Savoy, and those two, along with Jamesi, have been the engines of the offense for WCT tonight. Unfortunately, it looks like their efforts will come up just a little bit short. Here's Kennedy, long two. That one is short, rebound by Harris. Savoy in transition, he'll drive. He'll try his long step back three, and that one's down. That's the first three of the night for Savoy. He's got 22 to lead all scorers. Mariani left open from three, trying to respond. Leaves it short. Peters off a long pass from Morales. Can't get his first three to fall, or his second three, I should say. Biggins left wide open from beyond the arc. That one's short. Harris hauls in the board. Transition opportunity here for WCT. Morales fakes the three, drives baseline into the lane through contact. Can't get it to fall, but he was fouled on the way up. So still a 14-point game, not over yet. 74 to 88, or 88 to 74. And we will head to the media timeout. So 5 minutes on the clock, 88-74. County Line Autobody trying to close out their fourth straight win to start their franchise's history, with two free throws coming up the other way for WCT. We'll take a quick break, and on the other side, final 5 minutes of action on the JSBL Network. We're back here after the media timeout. 88-74 lead for County Line Auto Body over the WCT Warriors, trying to close out their 4th straight victory to start the franchise history. They replaced intern helpers this coming season. Jacob Morales will head to the foul line for WCT. He's got 23 points and 7 rebounds on the night, now 24. As he hits the first free throw. Again, this game not over yet, especially with the way the WCT has shot the basketball. 11 of 36 from 3. As the second one from Morales is good. Especially when you think Savoy, Morales, Jamesi, and Peters can all knock down the three-point ball at a high level and have proven it here. Harris has also knocked down a 3 tonight. And a steal, nope, almost got it. But still, tough defense from WCT. Here's Mariani. Fighting into the lane, got stripped. Ball ricochets into the hands of Will Brown with 5 on the shot clock. That one will go out of bounds. They say it won't get deflected as Peters is trying to decide if he should try to bring in the rebound or not. He just lets it go out of bounds, and a chance here for WCT to cut it to a single possession game. DeAndre Harris to bring the ball up. Guarded by Kyle McGee. Here's Savoy. Mariani, once again, the excellent defender on him here. Gets off a screen. Savoy, fall away 2. That one's good, and it's back to 10. 88-78, and with 4:15 on the clock, once again, this game nowhere near over yet. County Line needs to put some good possessions together to finish this game off. Here's Brown, guarded by Morales. They isolate to the strong side. Creating space, lofting up the 2, it's good, and Morales was looking for the offensive foul, not going to get it. It's back to a 12-point game. Under 4 minutes to play, the 3 subs for County Line about to check back in at the next dead ball, their top scorers. Here's Savoy, over to Harris, 12 to shoot. Spin move at the foul line, instead kicks out for Peters. He'll try a 3, that one's good. Back to a 9-point game with 3.5 to play, and again, Quinn Peters, one of those guys that can heat up from beyond the arc in a hurry. Here's Biggins. Pull-up 2-pointer, that one is short. Rebound goes to Jamesi, and a 9-point game, and once again, WCT not going away. Savoy into the lane, kicks for Harris, wide open on the wing from 3. That one is too strong, and the rebound by McGee. Here he comes the other way, looking to close out this game. Nobody picked up Biggins under the basket, and he finishes a layup. That was a crucial basket to push the lead back to double figures with 3 minutes on the clock. Savoy gives to Morales, quick trigger 3-pointer. That one won't go from the corner. McGee the rebound, trying to start some transition opportunities here. They don't have the numbers. He'll just rise up coast to coast, and he gets it to fall. McGee with a big-time bucket and 2 straight big-time buckets for County Line Auto Body. Peters can't respond the other way with a 3. And it looks like County Line close to finishing this one off. Here's McGee. He'll rise up from 3. A heat check. That one's short. Mariani almost had the offensive board. A transition opportunity. 2-on-1. Wide open for Morales. He lays it in. And we're back to an 11-point game. Again, this one nowhere near over just yet. 2:20 on the clock. Mariani will slow things down. Leon Daniels signaling for a timeout at the scorer's table as Kennedy gets the layup to fall.
Marcus Kennedy.
And back up to a 13-point game. Here's Ryan Savoy into the lane, draws a foul, flips it up. That one won't go, but Ryan Savoy will head to the foul line with 2 minutes to play. Second in the quarter on County Line, and the trio of Daniels, Simmons, and Treadwell will check back into the game. Savoy 1 of 4 from the line. That's pretty much the only thing that hasn't gone right for him tonight, with a double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds, as he misses once again. 5 assists, 2 blocks, 5 steals. So Daniels, Simmons, and Treadwell come in. They replace Brown, McGee, and Mariani.
And Ja'Kai Simmons. And Leon Daniels. 86-93.
Savoy trying to cut into that deficit. Second free throw, that one won't go either, but Morales hauls in the offensive rebound. Kicks to Savoy. Thought about pump fakes on the 3. Kicks to Harris, extra pass to Jamesi, three-pointer, they need it, can't get it, but Savoy hauls in the offensive rebound. He just goes right back up on the 180 and lays it in. So Savoy misses the 2 free throws, but he gets the 2 points anyways off the offensive rebound. Here's Biggins in the lane, pushing it up through contact, it won't go, but they'll get DeAndre Harris on the foul. And once again, Ahmad Biggins will head to the foul line. 96 to 85.
Number 12, DeAndre Harris, his fourth.
4 on Harris.
First inside the last 2
And
minutes.
that was the foul to give for WCT. So next one will send County Line to the line. First one for Biggins is good. Ahmad Biggins with 9 points now in this game, all coming in this fourth quarter of action. Well, 10 points after the made free throw. Second for Biggins is good, and 2 big free throws for Ahmad Biggins to push the lead back to 13. Savoy trying to rise up from 3, taken away by Biggins. His big fourth quarter continues, and without numbers, he'll kick back to Treadwell and take some time off the clock, trying to ice this game. Ja'Kai Simmons will rise from 3. That one just short. Here's Morales, still trying to fight the way back into this game, and it's back up to 10. Jacob Morales keeping WCT in this game, knocks down a long 3, and it's still a 10-point game. As we get a whistle here, and I believe a foul on Savoy as he was trying to reach against Biggins. Actually, that is the 4th against Savoy. And that will put WCT over the limit, and Biggins will head back to the free throw line once again. Still a 10-point game with a minute to play. 2 free throws for Biggins. First one is too strong. And WCT, once again, they are just not going away. Only 5 guys at their disposal. Big second free throw for Biggins. That one's off as well. WCT still in it. Here's Jamesi on the rebound. Gives to Morales. Need a quick 3. Morales puts it up and puts it in. Down to 7. WCT going to apply some pressure here now. 98-91 with 53 seconds, and Jamesi will foul Marcus Kennedy to send it to the line.
WCT foul charge to number 20, Scott Jamesi, his 3rd.
So 3 on Jamesi, and Marcus Kennedy will head to the free throw line. Kennedy 4 of 7 from strike on the night, so not the worst idea to foul there. Kennedy knocked down around half of his free throws, hoping for that or worse here on this trip. As he knocks down the first with confidence. Back up to an 8-point game. Kennedy's second is good, and he knocks down both free throws, and Josh Peters, well, he called a timeout, but nobody saw it. So Morales will bring it up, 48 seconds on the clock. They need a miracle. Here's Peters in the corner, long 3, that one's short. Kennedy the board, and that might just do it for County Line Auto Body as Jamesi steals it away from Kennedy, but got too much contact first. And now Kennedy will head back to the line, and it might just be a little too late for WCT. That's 4 on Jamesi, and Kennedy will head back to the line. I'll tell you what, WCT fought, but the league's lone unbeaten, 38.8 seconds away from notching their 4th straight victory. As Kennedy knocks down the first. And Kennedy knocks down 4 straight free throws after WCT tried to play the foul game to push it back to a double-digit lead. Here's Jamesi. He'll try a desperation 3. That one too strong, and Daniels the board. And WCT will call the dogs off here, down 102-91. It's Daniels in the front court. And it's time to run out the clock here. 20 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. Daniels will rise up from 3, and there's the dagger. 105-91, Leon Daniels with a big 3 to close this one out. Morales will try his own, and he knocks it down. Nice range from Morales. But it was not enough for WCT. They fall 105-94 to County Line Auto Body, and County Line 4-0 in their franchise's history. They win 105-94 in a tough test. So final score here, we'll see if we have a post-game interview, is 4-0, County Line Auto Body. They are victorious, and we'll take a quick break. But again, don't go anywhere with the second game coming up between ACI Robinson and Stearns Trailer. We'll see if we get a post-game interview. We'll be back soon either way here on the JSBL Network.